What's the deal, people? It's your boy Big Star. Thanks for joining me for another classic episode of Off the Court Live with Raw Sports. Tonight we got my man Boogie Naheem McLeod. He's going to join us. He's going to talk about his history, high school history. Oh man, he's right on point. Let me see. Oh man, I know this ain't my guy right here.
Oh no! Look, I got the merch.
Always represent. I love it. Always holding it down. I love it.
What's going on?
Boogie man, I miss you, homie. What's good, man?
I've been chilling, working out. That's about it.
No doubt. It's been a while, man. Everything good with you, man?
Everything good. Everything good. Grew a couple inches, so yeah.
What?
Yeah, I got 3 inches left to grow. I'm supposed to be 7'7", so.
Wait a minute. How tall are you now, dog?
7'4" and 3/4.
Are you serious? And you still growing, dog?
Got 3 inches left.
Yo, that's insane. Completely insane, man. It's a pleasure, man. I have not seen you in a long time. We communicate on social media, you know what I'm saying? But I haven't seen my guy in a long time, man. So it's definitely a pleasure, man. It's good to be talking to you. Good to see you right now, man.
Appreciate it.
Hey, before we get into anything, man, how you how's you and your family, with the current situation of the country with this virus, how's everybody doing?
Everything good. I was out in Florida for school, and then my parents told me to come home. I was still online classes was still a thing, so they was come home. So
got you. But you back home in PA now?
Yeah, I'm back home.
Okay, all right. Well, it's good to have you home, man. Good to have you safe. I definitely have you and your family in my prayers, man.
Same to you, man. Same to you.
Appreciate it. So we're gonna get right into it, man. Have some fun, man. 10 random questions. I'm gonna throw 10 random questions at you. You already know what it's hitting for. You get your thinking cap on, and you're gonna get it. All right.
That's right. I got you.
All right. How the people want to know, how many nicknames do you have? And then rattle them off. I know like two or three of them.
So I got Boogie Now Weezy, Big Duke. People call me Little Yama. So 5. I got 5 nicknames.
5 nicknames, no doubt. No doubt. Your favorite old school big man.
Wilt Chamberlain. That's my guy.
Wilt still?
I love Wilt. Yeah.
No doubt. What's your favorite thing about being tall in general?
I would say the inspiration of little kids. They ask me a lot of questions and about what should they do. So I would say a lot of people just ask me questions.
No doubt. What's it like if you're out at the mall or something like that, and you see a little, like a 4 or 5, 6-year-old kid look up at you? What are those experiences like? Because I know you have them all the time.
I mean, some people just ask me how tall am I, or a lot of people know who I am, so they ask me a picture. They watch me down high school, so I give them my jersey that I signed or whatever, and it's just a lot of blessings, man. It's a lot of blessings.
No doubt. That's what's up. If you remember, how tall were you about in 6th grade?
6th grade, I was 6'5".
6'5" in 6th grade? Wow, that's crazy. That's insane. Summertime cookout. What you eating? What's on your plate?
You ask a lot of this, but I don't get my body. I'm a classic boy. I'm going with the hamburgers. I had a hot dog, mac and cheese, and a couple bottles. That's it.
No doubt. Favorite cartoon growing up?
I would say SpongeBob or the Boondocks. One of the two. I still watch 2 of them. It's one of the 2.
No doubt. What's the food that you hate? A food that you absolutely can't stand?
There's a couple. I can't stand peanut butter. onions,
What?
peanut butter, onions, and bacon. I can't stand none of them.
Neither peanut butter, onions, and bacon. Like hands down, no deal.
I can't. No.
um, during your era, a couple years ago when you was in high school, who were some of your favorite players? Not including your teammates. Some of your favorite players, besides yourself. Some guys that you like.
Uh, I always liked Eric Dixon,
Mm-hmm.
Dante Scott, um, Hakeem Hart for sure. That was my guy.
No doubt.
So I like those three.
No doubt. No doubt. Um, younger generation, everybody's into hip hop, but I know, you young guys slow it down as well. Who's your favorite R&B singer? New school or old school?
Um, so like I listen to like a lot of music that my parents listen to.
No
So
doubt.
like Saturday mornings is like a rule. You got to get up and clean. So if I get up, I'm putting on Boys the Men. Just slow
No
it down.
doubt. No doubt.
It's
No doubt.
just
Philly,
like that.
Philly in the building. No doubt.
Yeah.
All right. Last random question. Have you been watching the series The Last Dance?
Yeah.
What's one thing that that's interesting about it, that you learned, or just something that kind of stuck out about the series so far? Anything, something that you didn't know, anything.
I would say like when they announced that like Scotty was like he wasn't getting paid enough, and he was like top 5 players in the league, and I was like yo, like, that's crazy. Like the money that he was making was like this is crazy.
Yeah. I noticed that. I seen that stuck out to me as well. I think they said something like his first contract was like 18 million for 7 years. Like
Yeah,
he
I
was
was like,
locked in for. Yeah, I'm like, yo, that's like dudes is getting 18 million for like a couple games now. It's insane how it's crazy, man. But he was definitely like the second best player in the league, and his contract was crazy, man. So yeah, that definitely stuck out to me as well. So all right, we're gonna jump into it, man. So talk to the people, man. If there's anyone watching this that does not know who you are, or people that watched you, watched your high school career and all that, just on the court, off the court, tell them who Naheem McLeod is, man.
I would just say like I'm an energetic kid. I love like being cool and humble. So you like if you around me, you gotta dance. Like I'm always dancing 24. Always smiling. Good person, just a chill vibes, and you're gonna learn a lot. You're gonna learn a lot from me, just being around
No
me.
doubt.
Just.
Speaking of dancing, it never failed. You was always dancing in the layup line, always doing your little.
Big vibe, man.
No doubt.
Just,
No doubt. Where'd you grow up at?
I grew up in Philadelphia, in Germantown.
No doubt. And what was what was life like, growing up for you? What type of kid were you? What was life like growing up for you?
I was an awful bad kid. Like I got a lot of trouble growing up. Yeah, I got kicked out of school in 7th grade just for fighting. Like I would
Oh
get
snap.
suspended. I would get suspended, go back a couple of days, and fight again. Like it was just like you had to fight. So that the principal told my mom. She said you got to fight to survive in this school. So that's when I moved out the suburbs and went to Colonial.
Got you. So you went to Colonial like during the middle school,
So
still during middle
I read,
school?
yeah, I read this 7th grade. Yeah,
Okay, got you. So would you like the Colonial Middle School or?
yeah, I went to Colonial Middle School. Yeah, and
Okay,
then that's when it was history from
got
there.
you. No doubt, no doubt. Besides basketball, did you play any other sports growing up?
Nah, not at all. Nah, basketball was it.
No, so
I want,
there was no football, no nothing else.
I wanted to try football in 7th grade, but like I had too much growing pains, and I didn't feel like interrupting any growth spurts. So I was like, nah, that's done for me.
No doubt. So your entire life has just been strictly basketball.
Strictly basketball, yeah.
No doubt. What were some of your earliest memories of when you kind of close your eyes and reflect back on your hoop career, and even as a little guy, what's some of your earliest memories hooping? and some of the individuals that you was that you were involved with, whether it was your parents or some coaches, back in the day basketball.
So I don't know, like when I first came home, I told my mom I wanted to play basketball, and then that's how like I met the dude that coached me down AAU, and it was a
Oh,
blessing
who was that?
because like I just wanted to
I
do
couldn't
something.
hear that. Who was that again?
The Byron Whiting, like I met him like when
Okay.
I came home. He coached me during AAU and throughout the rest of my life. But Paul Gripper, helped out a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and that was crazy because like the team that we had when I was playing with Paul Gripper, it was unbelievable. Like he just got a lot of talent, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, I would see, Paul, rest in peace. We'll talk about him. We'll talk about him in a minute. Rest in peace, Paul Gripper. On Facebook, he would always post pictures, like old school pictures of y'all guys. In the pictures, I
Yeah,
would see, correct me if I'm wrong, like you, was it Dante Scott,
yeah, it was me, Dante,
Lucas Monroe,
things. He always had Chris,
Chris
Tyrese,
Ings. Yeah, y'all
Rodney
was
Carson.
loaded, man. Oh, you said Rodney
Yeah,
Carson.
yeah, we had the team was good.
You had a straight up entire Division One little future star team.
Yeah, like
Crazy.
I couldn't even tie my shoe, and Paul was like, "Yo, come play with me," and I love you. And like, all right, let me give you a try, Paul. I got you.
No doubt, no doubt. So you weren't the young goat back then. You were still developing and trying to
Nah,
figure yourself
all right.
out.
I think
you say you
the
you
only
say
thing
you was
I could do,
horrible.
yeah, the only thing I could do in middle school was dunk. Like I couldn't make a layup. Like if I was in the game, I couldn't make a layup. Couldn't run up the court. I just could dunk. That was it.
Yeah. Speaking of dunking, when did you get your first dunk?
Uh, I got my first dunk in the beginning of 6th grade.
Beginning of sixth grade? Are you serious?
Yeah, I always had long arms, so I was just like kept trying. And, like it took me like a month and a half, and I was so hyped when I got my first dunk.
Yeah, that's insane. When did you start to love basketball? Like, yo, I really love this. You know what I'm saying? Not just that I'm tall and everybody's forcing me in this direction, but when did you develop a passion for it? Like, yo, I really like playing.
My sophomore year, we lost to Reading. When we lost to Reading, I was like, bro, I gotta take this serious now. So I knew that like I had with Division 1 offers in my sophomore year, but like we was there when we lost to Lonnie, I couldn't believe myself. And, like I just didn't there.
Yeah. Oh, so prior to that, it sounded like you were just playing just because everybody played basketball, but you didn't like
Yeah,
really
I
love
played.
it, love it.
Yeah,
So you really didn't take it serious until like a moment like
no,
that in your sophomore year.
yeah, I just took
Gotcha.
it serious.
Yeah. And when did you like so I mean you were like as far as your development, were you training and all that kind of stuff, or just playing or what? Like prior to your sophomore year.
The craziest thing about it, I didn't like when I first started playing basketball. I was 8, and I didn't play in my first game until I was 11. So I was just like kept working out, and like I never played in the game. Like I just was like scared, so I just like told my uncle I just wanted to work out a lot. So that was crazy.
Yeah, yeah. So now I want to just give some love, man, and some respect, and to Paul Gripper, man. If anyone doesn't know, who Paul Gripper is, just explain to the people who Paul Gripper is, what he meant to you, and if anyone who doesn't know, he passed away most recently. Just talk to the people about Paul and your history with Paul Gripper.
So my earliest memory with Paul was I was 10 years old, and like we beat Paul in a game. And like Paul was like, come play with me. I love you. I didn't even play, so he's like, come play with me. I'll let you play. I'll get you in the game. So I played with Paul for a couple tournaments, and like Paul was a very humble guy. Like he gave back to the kids before he got himself situated. And like I remember it was me, Chris, and Rodney. We stayed at Paul's house, and he fed us hot dogs, and he didn't even eat. We all played 2K until like 2 o'clock in the morning, and he would get like all the old school teams And then we had a game at 10 o'clock that morning, so we played until 2 o'clock in the morning. And I was just like, bro, I love this man. Like, and then we watched the Cleveland show, and he told me I sound like Cleveland Brown Jr. And I always laugh at him. Every time I look at Cleveland, I laugh.
What are a few things that you learned from him? Just being groomed, by him, mentored, and all that kind of stuff. What are some things that he taught you? Because Paul was a really, really unique individual, his personality and everything. But he's a guru. He definitely knew hoops. Highly intelligent. What's something that you learned from him that you'll never forget?
It was just like the fact that he made me become a caring person. Like I never cared about anybody, how you felt about me, and like when I started hanging around Paul, he just taught me life in general. And he was like, this is what you need to start doing. You got a great personality, but like, you just got to start caring about things about life. So that's when I like realized and looked at life whole lot different.
No doubt, no doubt. So, I mean, what what was just what was that experience? If you don't mind, answering, or talking about it. What was that experience like for you when you found out, that Paul had passed?
I actually was in school and like I woke up and then like, cause after school I would go home and take a nap. So I woke up and like I was supposed to work out at like 3, and like I seen everybody post R.I.P. Paul Gripper. My heart dropped. Like I didn't work out for a week. I was just like depressed, sad, but I was still going to school. Like a lot of teachers asked me was I okay, and I was like, yeah. Like I just tried to hide the fact that I lost a great legend and a great mentor in my life.
Yeah. So if Paul, he's definitely here with us in spirit, but if what can you hear like as far as motivation for you to continue to go forward, continue to push on and all that kind of stuff. If Paul was right here right now in this interview, sitting next to you, what do you think he'd say to you right now to motivate you?
I mean, Paul always been a high believer of me. He always had me like in like the 2019 rankings. He always had me second behind Eric Dixon because I never beat Eric. He always had me second behind Eric, and then like he'll tell me like, "Baby Yama, like you good. I love you, nephew." Like he would just like keep motivating me to keep going, and like because like I knew at one point in time I wanted to quit, but Paul kept me in the game of basketball, and it was just like the spirit changer right there.
No doubt. No doubt. Well, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate you, sharing the memories of Paul Gripper, man. And, through our videos and just through our conversations, man. And, people continue on to be inspired by him. He's going to be around forever, man. His spirit's going to be around forever, man. And his impact on the game through individuals like yourself, Chris Ings, all y'all, man. He's going to be around forever, man. So, just, continue to pray for you and your loss, man, because I know that meant a lot to you.
Mm-hmm.
So we met. Let's talk about when we met. We first met, and I came across you out in the Harrisburg area at that Trinity tournament. You was a sophomore, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I think I had heard about you. I think I'd heard about you prior, but I think that's the first time that I filmed you. You can't see my laptop. I'm actually on my laptop right in back of me. That was Plymouth White Marsh. Y'all played Trinity your sophomore year, and you balled out. And I think I made you a highlight reel that game, and from then it was on, man. So just talk about that sophomore year, man. You said that's around the time you started to take things serious in your ball game. And if people don't know, that game you had like 2 dunks, a couple block shots. I saw your potential. You had a nice back to the bat, like a hook shot. You know what I'm saying? I definitely saw your potential, man. I knew you was going to be like real special.
Yeah.
It's breaking up a little bit. Can you hear me? All right, we some technical difficulties as usual with Instagram, but my man I'm going to just go out and go back in. Let me see. Yo, you there?
Hello.
You there? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. If that happened again, if it if the reception breaks up,
Yeah.
just do like you just did.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So that game, I knew they had a big guy, so I just wanted to show my like. I still watched that game. Like I watched it last night, and you was like, give him the ball. Like, everybody missing jump shots. So you like, give him the ball on the ball.
That's
And I
right.
was like, Ross Sports that's been my guy since that game. And
For sure.
I didn't know I didn't know it was an MVP thing. So like, I just went out there and showcased a little bit of talent. And like, a lot of people, my potential from there. And like, when we lost, I was like, after the game, you could see my face. Like, I wanted to cry, like on the court. Like, I hated losing back then. So,
Yeah.
it was just special.
Yeah, I definitely saw it in you. Through a couple of times, like you wasn't getting the rock, and I just saw the disappointment in you. You know what I'm saying? And I could tell then that you definitely cared. You know what I'm saying? You definitely cared about the game, and 100% I saw your potential. So I said to myself then, I said, yeah, over the next couple of years, I got to follow this young man because he's definitely destined for stardom for sure. So you saw. So if you can't just give me and give the people a synopsis of the next 2 years, your junior year, your senior year, and just any memories, any big games you remember, and just any accomplishments, just kind of sum it up.
So I knew that like in the off season, I wanted to get way better than I was the year before. So like my junior year, I knew it was gonna be a big year to improve all my talents, and So when I entered my junior year, I was just like, bro, I gotta win something, at least something. So we was actually 18th in the nation. We was undefeated my junior year until we played Abington in the district finals, and then we
And
I
was that down at Temple?
yeah, that was at Temple.
Yep.
And I was averaging 24 my junior year, and then a few games later we lost to Rome in the end of our season. So I was like heartbroken after that. And then like I was like, why do I get far in the States? So my senior year, I wanted to, come out with a strong game. Like Norristown, I was like, when I found out we was playing Norristown, I didn't really care. Like in the first game, so I knew it was gonna be like a packed stadium.
That was first game in the new gym too.
Yeah, and they was like bullying one of my kids on my team because he went to Norristown.
We're breaking up again. Can you hear me? Dude, can you hear me? Go out and go back in again. It's the only thing I can't stand about Instagram, this reception. We're going to get it done. I appreciate y'all, hanging in there with me when we're going to get this interview finished. You there?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, people keep calling me. I keep declining it, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you're in a bad location or
Yeah.
if you can move somewhere else because it just keeps cutting out.
I got you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clear. Can you hear me?
All right, so like.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clear. Yep, we good.
So like my senior, I wanted to like come out with a bang because they were bullying one of the kids on my team, like Norristown, because a dude on my team went to Norristown, so they was bullying them like this shot center. Like I took that game very personal, In the first half, like I got cursed out. I had one rebound in the first half for like 24 points. So they was like, you got, like they cursed me out. So like, okay, I got you. I'm gonna step up. So I think I had like 4 blocks in the first half, and I ended the game with like 11. So I definitely had a triple double that game. And, a lot of people was like, "Yo, you have 41. Like, what was your motivation?" And I was like, they bullied one of my teammates that I love. Like, he's like a brother to me, and like I always told him, I got your back no matter what. So he didn't play a lot that game, which was disappointing. But Coach D came up with a strategy to make us beat Norristown.
No doubt. Um, what do you think? Question I wanted to ask. So in this era of like those hybrid big men, you know what I'm saying? Like Kevin Durant and all those guys. I think we're breaking up again. Can you hear me? Breaking up again, big fella. Yo, I can't hear you. I I I can't hear you. I can see you, but I can't hear you. Yo.
Yeah,
Hopefully third time is a charm. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Yeah, the reception is bad. I'm not sure if it's on your end or my end. I'm not sure. But can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So my next question was, so in this era of like these hybrid kind of big men like Kevin Durant and all these guys, like these 7-footers that got handles like guards, how do you feel about that? And then, like with you being a more traditional big man going forward, you know what I mean? How are you, trying to mold your game either to fit in or to stay where you are and just strengthen your skills as a traditional big, or, what are your thoughts about that?
I think it's like truly a blessing because like, you got Embiid that can handle the ball. You got KD. Like a lot of people tell me I always want to be like KD because we like built the same. So, both athletic and run the floor. So a lot of people tell me like I would be like KD. And, once Embiid came around, the game for me, like I looked at Embiid like a totally different, like I looked he was me, like in dribble, shoot the ball and, impact the game on defense.
No doubt. So is that your goal to be able to like handle the ball, being more comfortable handling the ball and, shooting more, or like, or with, or just being able to do everything, including back to the basket, all everything.
Yeah, back like and improving to do everything is like all I've been working on lately. Dribbling the ball into jump shots and getting to the basket with ease, finishing through contact, and just improving my all around game.
No doubt. So what are some things that you still, that you still know you need to improve on? You know what I'm saying? Things that you're working on, improving and, getting better at.
Just getting faster and stronger. That's why I set out this year. Um, my IQ is a lot better than what it was last year. That was like never a problem, but like, just getting faster and stronger. Just to increase my game.
No doubt. What talk to me about your recruitment, your recruitment coming out of high school, and then what led you to choosing Florida State.
So I always been like a high level dude. Florida State, they just had a 7-4 kid the year there before, so I knew that he was pretty good. I wanted to, go to that school and impact the program. But I think, like me being honest, if I think Florida State didn't offer me, I knew I would have went to Penn State. So Penn State was like like it didn't seem like it, but Penn State was always my second school. So if I didn't have an offer for Florida State, I definitely went to Penn State. Because I knew like, they're from Philly and they're on the grind, so they have a grind to be the great. So I just wanted to be great, and I knew Penn State was going to come up, so I went there for sure.
No doubt, no doubt. So you don't have to go into any detail, but you didn't play this past season. Reception again. Can you hear me? Yo. Yo, nah, can you hear me? Out and tap back in. We almost done. We gonna get it done. I appreciate all y'all tuning in, man. Appreciate y'all hanging in there with us. We gonna get this thing done.
Yeah,
Yo, you there? Can you hear me?
yeah, yeah.
All right, we gonna get it done.
I can hear you.
We almost wrapped up. We still can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. All right. So my next question was, you don't have to go into any detail, but you didn't play for Florida State, this past season. So when can the people are you
Right.
still at Florida State? The people want to know, and when can they, people expect to see you in a jersey again, hooping?
But definitely next year, I'm still there. I sat out because, like, I knew I was going to sit out. We got two 7-footers now. Another one just committed. So we got another three 7-footers. And, like, I wanted to, stronger, improve my speed, and, look at the game a lot different. So,
No doubt. So you're definitely still at Florida State, and still involved with
yeah,
the program and all that kind of. Got you. Um, what advice would you have for younger players that are going through what you went through as far as going through the high school level, trying to be recruited AAU? What advice would you have for younger players that were that were where that are now where you were, trying to get recruited and all that kind of stuff?
I would say just embrace it. You got to love it. Getting the coaches, coming out to reach out, showing you how much they want you. So I think that you should embrace it and, just do to the best of your abilities and be great. Be great. That's all I got to say. Be great.
No doubt. What are a few things if you can name, like, two or three things? Just imagine, it's some young people watching this right now that are like, man, I wanna be like Naheem. I wanna, this, I wanna whatever. What are some things that have helped you to be successful? Some keys to your success that, if you had to do it over again, you put these same two or three things into the mix to help you, be successful. What are some things?
I paid attention to ask a lot of questions in high school. I even do in college, like as far as on the court, I asked like, "Coach, I don't get this play. Can we walk through it? And what are my job during this play?" I had to learn 1 through 5 spots. So in both high school and college. So like look at the game a whole lot different. And another thing, just be prepared to get your name called and go out there and have fun. That's all. Like just have fun. That's all you do, and just enjoy it, man.
No doubt. So what goals do you have for yourself?
Just be the best player I can possibly be. Definitely get to the NBA. Like I know, like Brett Brown is on me a lot. Brett Brown reaches out to me, and he told me like I have a great future and potential. So I still talk to Brett Brown every day because his son and me used to play on the same team. So
Oh, no
I
doubt.
feel it's kind of special for me. Yeah.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, hey, and just to let the people know, for anyone that's tuned in, I appreciate y'all tuning in. We about to wrap up, but we're gonna do a quick, once I'm done with all my questions, if Naeem, doesn't have anything else to mention, I'm gonna open it up to the people to ask Boogie Nye a couple questions, a little Q&A with the people, and then we'll wrap it up. What do you most like when? So you've been off the court, for a little while. When you finally get back on the court, man, what are you looking? What are you most looking forward to when you're able to, finally put a jersey back on, man? You're in the layup line dancing. You know what I'm saying? Back in the mix, man. What are you most looking forward to?
Just the atmosphere. I know it's going to be unreal because I went to a lot of football games, volleyball games, and I definitely went to the basketball games. So the atmosphere is going to be unreal. Playing in front of large crowds and just enjoy the moment. You only get to live life once, so that's all I want to do. Just embrace the moment that I have the potential to do.
No doubt, no doubt, man. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to it, man. I miss, seeing you hoop myself. Florida State. How's Florida State? How do you think, once once God, God willing, once God, decides to let us all get back to normal, regarding school and community stuff like that, that's still kind of up in the air. But God willing, everything gets back to normal soon, and you're able to get on the court. How do you think Florida State's going to be this up, I guess, next season or whatever?
I think we're going to have an up and down year. We lost, Devin, Patrick, and Trent, and another good Dom. So those four hurt us a lot. I think we actually would have won the national championship this year. In the door for the last few years. So I think next year is going to be another huge step for us, and I think we're going to get to the national championship next year as well.
No doubt, no doubt. That's real talk, man. Let's get some encouraging words, man. Well, that's it. That's pretty much, all I had for you, man. Is there anything else that you wanted to mention before we wrap up? And just let the people know, if it's anybody listening right now, drop some questions in the comment section for Boogie Nye, so we can possibly answer a few questions from the people. But until then, anything you want to mention, man? Anybody want to shout out, man? Anything you want to say?
Nah, just want to answer these questions and just build off of that.
No doubt. Well, I appreciate you, man. All right, so people, come on, somebody who's got a question for my man Boogie Now. I'm gonna scroll through here, see if anybody asked any questions that I missed. Somebody asked, what school you gonna be at? Obviously, you're still at Florida State. Let me see. Anybody got any questions for Boogie Now, Naheem McLeod? Let me see. I'm curious, you still keeping in contact with any of your old teammates? Where'd everybody It was Ishhorn, the twins. How all those guys doing?
I talk to them every day. Ish is Ish is a rapper now, and the twins.
Oh snap, okay.
Yeah, Ish is a rapper now. And the twins, they're fasting, so they're still playing basketball. So I think it's going to be good for them coming up.
Got you. And Ishhorn's an MC now. He's a rapper now, huh?
Yeah.
No doubt. That's what's up. Okay, here we go. Got a couple questions. Here we go. What's your favorite stadium to play in? What's going to be, you think, your favorite stadium to play in the ACC?
Other than the Tuck at Florida State, I would say it's probably Duke, because I know that atmosphere is crazy, just like Florida State.
Yes.
But like my dream school, I think my dream school is always Duke. But I was recruited by Duke, but they wasn't on heavy, and like I know that they only put 1 7-footer in the NBA, so I knew I wouldn't go there because that was just because of that reason.
No doubt. Somebody said, well, you answered that question. Somebody asked, NSM55 said, are you excited to play Duke? You said, obviously, that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, somebody wants to know, what's your role? Once your time finally comes and your name is called, what do you think your role is going to be at FSU?
I think being the big presence and the energetic guy that I am, I think it's going to be a lot of handling the ball and setting screens, finishing at the rim, just contributed to help my team win. I don't care the points I score, just as long as we win, I'll be fine. No doubt.
If we don't have any last minute questions, I think that'll be it, man. So just want to thank you for your time, man. Spending some time off the court with Big Star, letting the people get to know who you are, off the court. We continue to look forward to some success, and I'm gonna be tuned in, man. I got the Fire Stick, I got all the channels, so whenever y'all playing, I'm gonna be watching all the games.
Yes, sir. My guy.
All right. Well, that's pretty much it, man. So God bless you, man. I look forward to seeing you in the future, like I said, and just make sure you stay in touch, big dog. All right.
I appreciate it.
My man. Appreciate you, boy.
All right.
Yep.